What's going on, guys? It's Charr here, back with another video, and this is kind of interesting. I'm in my car right now. I'm at my local LGS. Shoutouts to them. And yeah, it's gonna be a different type of video. We're gonna see how it goes, but big shouts out to Fantasy Flight Games for giving me a set of cards to reveal from the Fear No Evil box. And I was really sitting there and trying to think of ways how could I give back to the community for a reveal season like this, and what better way than the idea that I kind of piloted and swung by them when I was initially filling out the creator form, which is to just get the community's reactions on these reveals along with mine. I saw these already, and I'll probably have a reaction of these cards coming up in the next few weeks here, but I thought it'd be super cool to give back to my local community that I always sit down and get games with. So let's go ahead, get out of this card, get in there, and let's do some reveals. Okay, so here we are with the first of the cards. Tell me, what's your name, friend?
Yeah, what up? Okay. Yeah, friend. That's how we talk to each other all the time, friend.
No,
What's up? Okay, I'm Jacob. I've been playing for maybe a year or so.
Okay, nice. I have another question for you. Out of Daredevil and Echo, have you been keeping track? Which of the two kind of pikes your interest more?
Oh, definitely Daredevil. I love his little gimmick deck of the sniffing and the tasting and stuff. Very, very cool.
Okay, all right. If you had to pick a favorite hero, what do you think it would be? Or aspect, or anything about the game, I guess I'd say.
For sure. I love playing red cards. I love aggression. Just beating the villain down as fast as possible. I love those cards.
Cool. All right, so I have a stack of unrevealed cards here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you pick a number 1 through 12, and then I'll probably throw another one your way anyways. We'll get your reactions, read through them, and then we'll do it.
Sounds great.
All right, so any number 1 through 12, your pick.
Give me number 6.
6. All right, let me fan through these very secret pieces of paper I had printed out at home. No. Okay, so we'll start off with this one. This is a pretty interesting one. So go ahead and check it out. Tell me what you think of that.
All right, this is the basic zero cost upgrade contingency planning. It's a skill upgrade, max 1 per player. You may play the upgrade tucked here as if it were in your hand. Action. Choose 1 upgrade in your hand that can attach to a minion or side scheme. Tuck that upgrade under here to a maximum of 1.
Oh, we got the art reveal.
Oh.
All right. That's a pretty interesting one you picked, because that would have been one if I was choosing myself, I probably would have shown you.
Honestly, I mean, the little attached to your guy, attached to the minions and blow them up strategy and aggression has always been one that I'm like, oh, that's just like 1 card away from being like super great. Like give me 1 more card and we've got it. You know, Rocket Raccoon, I'm slapping down the overkills on him. You know, Iceman, he's got the whole little suite in his deck. And I think being able to consistently have another card that you can attach to a minion to guarantee that every time you're doing it, all your cards are turned on is maybe like the 1 extra card that we were looking for that deck. It costs 0, it pitches for a fist, so you know it's doing basically everything you want it to do. So I think this has a real chance of being like the one piece that slots in the deck and makes it a full complete puzzle.
Yeah, the thing that really piqued my interest, like I'm not a huge aggression player, as people on the channel may or may not know, but I think for me that was really interesting. It's also side scheme attachments, so I think opens the floor to making that a more fleshed out archetype in the future. Stuff like the Followed, Chance Encounter, the Overwatch. Overwatch usually hits a scheme anyways, but you know, being able to save those and put them on the floor, pretty cool.
Oh, for sure. I'm not a big yellow guy, but I'm glad you got some use for it.
All right, cool. So we'll take that one from you, and we'll just have you pick another number. So not 6, another number 1 through 12, and we'll go to another.
6 is my go-to. Yeah. I guess we'll go 9.
9. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Fanning through these. I cannot get my finger on it. All right. Ooh, this one will be interesting. So you did not hit a Daredevil card, but that's okay. You may have hit someone else's. So take a look at that one.
All right, here we go. Oh, this is from Echo's hero kit. This is 15 of 15. This is a 2-cost upgrade, Muscle Memory. This is a skill with a hero action. Exhaust this card and add an event tucked under Echo to your hand.
Look at that art. It's awesome.
Word. All right, so for those that don't know, maybe you want to go over a little bit of what Echo is doing.
So a lot of Echo's kind of her main revolve around playstyle seems to be getting these basic, or aspect-specific cards, and she tucks them under their identity, whether she plays them or someone else plays them. Now, the way that she can get discounts on them or recur them is through her Photographic Reflexes card, which lets her play the card tucked under her for 2 costs less. That being said, this is a card that kind of opens up this idea of sometimes you need an extra card in your hand to play a resource or some other way to fetch it, or maybe you just don't have the Photographic in your hand. Gives you an ability, in my opinion, to, make it pretty consistent.
Yeah, I mean, I think what this does for Echo's kit is that it gives you a setup card that just lets you consistently do your gimmick every single turn. And that's something that every hero, when they don't have it, they really feel it. But when you do have it, all of your most powerful plays are pretty much at your fingertips now, right? I think this is going to be one of the cards that, like, you're gonna mulligan for this card. You're gonna pick this when you're super power training, like probably 90% of the time. This is the absolute kind of workhorse card that if Echo's gonna be good, which she looks like she's gonna be really strong, this is gonna be the card that lets you do your strong plays every single turn.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Jacob, for joining me today, and we'll get another one in here for more reveals. Thank you.
Oh, for sure. Thanks, friend.
Yeah. Okay, so here we are with another one of my local players. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Zack. I've been playing for a little over a year, and it's been super enjoyable.
Yeah, no, being able to start this local in the local game store, shout out to them for letting us record on the Marvel Champions wall and stuff too. So a couple questions for you before we get into it. Would you think your favorite hero aspect or anything you want to talk about the game would be?
Kind of hard to say. One of the most enjoyable ones that I probably played in a multiplayer setting is Protection Magic deck.
Okay.
Decides to block for the entire table, flipping up with ready for a fight. Aside from that, I also like being really aggressive. So whether I go a strong leadership build with things like, Star-Lord, right? He can do so many different things, and aggression as well. Justice is the one that I don't play the most, but I like big blocks, big swings. It's primarily what I go for.
A lot of non-yellow players when I'm wearing yellow here, but that's okay. They get the damage, I get the authority. That's how it works out around here.
It's a team game.
Yeah, exactly. Now, same question to you. Looking at both Daredevil and Echo for the Fear No Evil box coming out here in July, which of the two kind of excited you the most?
It's hard to say because they both have two different unique play styles. Playing a lot of Wonder Man recently, tucking cards and using them as either resources or being able to get them back. Echo kind of has that play style of tucking cards to utilize them in certain ways, shapes, and forms. Definitely thematic, being able to use a census to do multiple things on the board. It certainly is kind of hard to pick one that I want to start with when Fear No Evil comes out.
Okay. Yeah, they both look really great to me. Well, that was a non-answer, but we'll let them slide with it. What we'll do, though, we'll get into the card reveals. And so you saw 9 and 6 have already been taken. So what's another number, 1 through 12, you think?
We're gonna, I think we're gonna theme it with the multiples of 3, and we're just gonna go with 3.
3, okay. 3 might be quite an interesting one. Give me 1 second. We're gonna look through here. Ooh, okay. We got the first of the Daredevil cards hitting the reveals. Let's check this one out. Might not be. Yeah, we'll just check it out.
All right, so we actually have Daredevil's Obligation Sensory Overload. Give to the Matt Murdock player. Forced Response. After a sense upgrade enters play, take 1 damage. Alter Ego Response. After you recover, discard this card. Interesting. So, obviously, most obligations kind of play into what the characters want to do with his senses deck, and it forces them to actually take what I like to think is a suboptimal action in recovery.
Yeah.
You never want to tap just to heal, but sometimes the game forces you to, whether you just take a big hit or you get an obligation like this that really messes up your playstyle.
Yeah.
It plays into what Daredevil wants to do, which usually is a good obligation design. Art's pretty sick, though, too.
Yeah. I think it's super thematic. I mean, he has his sense deck, so the sensory overload, of course, is going to punish him for doing that. I thought the sense deck was kind of the strongest thing in his kit, just being able to dump 1 card to get these senses everywhere on the board. And now he's taking ping damage for doing it. Kind of scary for sure, but it's also very reminiscent of the Iceman obligation. He's very similar. Throws a frostbite, takes a damage, has to recover. I thought, it's a callback to one of my favorite heroes, so very, very cool. Awesome. I think I will actually, if you don't mind, I'll hand you the next one because I think it goes kind of hand in hand with this card.
Go for it.
All right, so we'll do another one of Daredevil's cards here, and this might, we'll see how this applies to his obligation here.
All right. So, 2 cost support, Sister Maggie. Matt Murdock gets +3 recovery. Response, after you recover, discard a status card from your identity. Interesting. So it gives him more value for recovering. I don't remember off the top of my head what his base recovery is.
3?
3?
I would assume it's 3. Yeah.
Can't remember if it's 2 or 3 off the top of my head from the reveals, but definitely gives more value to the recovery. Which sometimes if you're super low, you have to take 2 turns to recover. This can nix it down to 1, and getting rid of your obligation then also makes it to where you don't have to waste a second turn recovering even more before you can start doing things on board. Being able to discard a status card as well, so if you get stunned or confused, is really nice. And that's just passive, not necessarily anything to do with the obligation. But being able to have an in-kit status removal seems really strong as well, especially when you're playing some of the harder encounters that just toss them out.
Yeah. I think it's one of those cards that kind of works really well with him. He's got built-in kit readies, and the fact that you said that, even though he's kind of tough, right? He's got like a decent amount of hit points through recovery to defense, but once you get hit that one big hit and you have to flip down and recover twice, you really feel that tempo hit. So being able to bump that up to 6, get rid of your obligation, and get rid of any status cards just keeps you in the fight and keeps you going. Well, thank you so much, Zack. You got anything else you want to add? Or
Thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah. Fear no evil. Check it out. Okay, so here we are with the third and perhaps final review. I'm here with a great friend of mine for many years. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell me when I conned you into playing this game with me.
My name is Boundless Green, aka Hayden. I've been friends with Alejandro for over a decade, and I've been playing this game for maybe a month less than Alejandro has been playing.
So yeah, about 2-ish years around there.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that.
He bought into a small collection from someone, and I was like, yeah, no, this game's awesome, and I got to pick up more of it.
All right, so I know you've been keeping up because, you know, we're always playing every weekend. I know you've been keeping up with Daredevil and Echo a little bit. If you had to pick between the two of them, which one do you think you're more excited for?
Echo's the one with the protection cards, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for protection. I'm excited for all those new protection cards. So Echo has been the more exciting hero for me. I'm excited for that new Ronin card that allows me to get extra defense as long as I have no allies. I'm excited to put that in my Silk deck and test that out.
Oh yeah, we know all about Silk around here. Okay. And then finally, this is kind of a formality, but if you had to pick a favorite hero, who would it be?
SPDR.
Yeah, she's awesome. All right, so we had Zack, we had Jacob, so a couple of the reveals have been taken, so I'll have you pick a number 1 through 12. If it's taken, I'll just have you pick again.
4.
4, all right. I'm not sure. That one has not been taken. This is actually also a pretty interesting one, so I'll have you read the card out and just let me know what you think after you do.
All right. Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze. Interrupt. When Ghost Rider attacks an enemy, spend a lightning resource. Double lightning resources is instead, if the villain, confuse the enemy. Okay, so that is a pretty good card. I'm already seeing some play for Wonder Man.
Yeah, all the guys with the energies. Yeah.
He's just going to have a lot of lightning to be available for him when he is swinging at the enemy. This is a pretty awesome card.
All right. Yeah, he's 3, 1, 2 stat line, 3 health. Yeah. And all right, so we'll do another one unless you have anything else to add on his end.
This art is really nice.
Yeah, that was my big thing for it. I'm like, damn, the art they picked was awesome for this one. All right, cool. So I'll hand that one back from you. All right, pick another number.
Let's go number 12.
12. I think that one, if I'm not mistaken, that one has not been taken. I'm a liar. Here we go. This one is a fun one, especially because you wanted protection. It's not rigged. He said it. So.
A 1 cost upgrade, standalone, max 1 per hero. When an enemy attacks you before any defender is declared, if you do not control any allies, exhaust standalone, ready your hero. Okay, so just more readying from your heroes is always awesome. I love when I get to play like a 14 healther and use Limitless. So just having more ways to ready my hero, even if there's no allies in play, is pretty good.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Standalone. That was the one out of all the reveals that FFG sent my way that I was the most excited. If you want to show the card, the art off. That's the one I was probably the most excited for myself too. I love the idea that in protection, it makes you defend. You know, if you're tapped during the villain phase, you get an extra ready, and it just makes you really efficient, especially, like you said, those 14 health heroes. Well, I think that's going to wrap up the reveals. Anything else you want to add?
I'm excited for Echo and Daredevil to come out. I'm ready to just play some new heroes, and that is it from me.
Yeah. Well, shout out to FFG. Thanks for the reveals again. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.